Yo, what is good, fellas? Hope you boys are all having a fantastic Saturday. Today we're ranking the best free legends to pick up and add to your team. This is a video we update every single Saturday. Now, the way you guys actually get these free legends by coming in over here, playing your legend solo challenges. You then get the legend tokens and exchange these tokens in the legend sets. Now, I know a lot of you guys are all over the place when it comes to your free legend weekend. For me personally, I don't have a free legend this weekend, but I know some of you guys do, depending on what bundles you bought. Did you take part in the legend glitch a few weekends ago? And so if this isn't your free legend weekend, don't worry, you can just use this video as a top 10 best legend to pick up and add to your team. Now, the LTDs won't be included on today's actual list, but I will give a few of them a shout at the end of the video. Like I said earlier, we do update this video every single Saturday. I'm finally glad to say all the cards we got on today's video are cards that I actually genuinely like. That has not been the case for a majority of these videos. All right, so kicking us off, the last of the 88 overall defensive players we got on today's video, Jason Taylor, 87 speed, 88 XL, 89 finesse move, 88 overall left end, 6'6", 244 pounds. Now, we've talked about this card a lot. It has been one of the best legends we've seen pretty much since he came out. Now, obviously, we have 90s, we got 91s, we even got 92 overalls in the game. So yes, Jason Taylor is no longer a top tier edge rusher, but 87 speed, 88 XL, and 89 finesse move, also being 6'6", he can get the job done on pretty much any style of team. Now, no, none of the bottom half of the list players are players you're going to want to spend your tokens on, but if you guys are using this as a top 10 legend video, go out there, pick up Jason Taylor, a really good value player, and also a really good card to begin with. Now, at number 9, this is where I have Herman Moore. Herman Moore is just an interesting card. 88 speed, 91 jump, 88 catch, 87 catch in traffic, 87 short, 88 medium, and 89 deep route running. Honestly, probably should have put him at number 10. 88 speed is just not good. But he's 6'4", 210 pounds. He is a high ball meta merchant. 88 speed, though, it's not great. We just saw Most Feared. How many 90, how many 91 speed players do we have? How many 89 speed defensive linemen do we have in the game? EA did Herman Moore so dirty. When this card dropped a few weekends ago, I was like, this card is good right now, but he is going to get outdated so fast, and you guys are seeing this. A 6'4" wide receiver typically is going to be very high up on these lists. I mean, wide receiver is a depth position. These are all things that I look for, but 88 speed, nowhere near top tier speed, and for that reason, Herman Moore coming in at number 9. Similar to Herman Moore, Arenas Williams. He's a short DB, it's a high ball meta, DB is a depth position though, so I don't hate picking up this card, but also 88 speed. How many 90 speed defensive backs do we have? How many 91 speed defensive backs do we have? Also being 5'11", 200 pounds, this card is getting outdated, and he's getting outdated fast. 88 man, 85 zone, 86 press is decent coverages, but 88 speed, 5'11", these 89 overall legends are not aging well whatsoever. Now, at number 7, we actually have a card who's aging fairly well. It's Jonathan Ogden, 88 overall left tackle, the only 88 we got left on today's video, so shout out Ogden, I guess. He's a 6'9" left tackle. Now, obviously, I guess not obviously, EA loves to drop left tackles specifically. We've gotten a plentiful of left tackles in the game since Ogden did drop, a month ago now, but this card can still hold his own. Now, you're not going to want to go out there and spend your tokens on him, I get it, but 6'9", 89 strength, 88 pass blocking, 86 run blocking, he can get the job done for a minute. He also does offer up +1 carrying to legends. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to glaze this. It's not that crazy, but running backs fumble, receivers fumble a lot. It's just kind of the way Madden 25 is playing out this year, so anything you can boost on top to help kind of prevent that carrying, hey, Ogden, he's solid. All right, so we are on to the top 6, and believe it or not, we only have 90 overalls left. I feel like for whatever reason, EA has been rushing the progression system this year, so like we only have like 2 88 overall legends, but we got 6 90 overall legends, and I don't know if we're done getting 90s. We'll have to talk about that later. But Lance Briggs is a card in this game, and he's a name we haven't seen in a while, but I don't think his card is going to be good. I didn't mention this earlier, but I am recording this video early Saturday morning. My parents are in town for the weekend, so we are going to use Mutt.gg for the 2 new cards. I'm sorry, but fellas, it is what it is. Lance Briggs, also not that good of a card. Sure, he's got 90 XL, 90 speed, but he's 6'1", 244 pounds. 59 finesse move, 79 power move. Where is that block shed at? 86 block shed. This card is terrible for a 90 overall. I mean, you guys can see the comments down here on mutt.gg. This guy says it best. I don't think 59 finesse move and 79 power move suits Lance Briggs. I don't know what EA thought they were doing with this card, but I'll tell you, he's not good. Sorry, Lance Briggs. Moving up now to the top 5. At number 5, I got Vince Wilfork. I honestly just don't like this card as much as I did last week, 2 weeks ago. We're just seeing some really good defensive tackles drop. Shout out to Forrest Buckner. So it's like, why would you want to use a 69 speed DT? Forrest Buckner is cheaper, or about the same price as when Forrest Buckner from the Most Feared Part 3 drop is basically this card, just significantly better. He's faster, really good. Why would you go out there and use a shittier defensive tackle? Now, DT isn't the most crazy position on your Madden field as well, so I kind of undervalue it a lot. But this card, it's Vince Wilfork. You get what you get with him. 69 speed, 89 block shed, 84 power move, 85 finesse move, 6'2", 325 pounds. He is the definition of a big body in the middle, like I just said. DeForest Buckner from the Most Feared Part 3 promo that dropped on Thursday. That card is a big body on the middle, but is also fast. He can also do other things. This Vince Wilfork card is going to take up space. He's going to be good in the run, but don't ask him to do anything else for you. I just don't like this card as much as I did last week. It's kind of been my whole issue with the Legend promo to begin with. We get some cool names, some cool cards, but they just don't hold value. They kind of get outdated really fast. Herman Moore, Arenas Williams, Vince Wilfork. These cards were good when they dropped, but at the time we were like, they're good, they're not great. Anytime we keep getting cards like that, they're getting outdated instantly. Now, next up, we got Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor, don't get it twisted. I think this card is pretty good. 90 speed, 88 excel, 86 carry, 89 change of direction, 90 truck, and 90 break tackle. 6'1", 228 pounds. I think Taylor is a very good card. He is my current starting running back. I'm having a great time using this card, but the positional value of a running back will never be there to lock him in as a B&D. We get so many good running backs pretty much weekly at this point. Think about how many running backs we've seen that are really good since Fred Taylor dropped. Like 6, 7, 8. So never lock in a free B&D running back, but if you're using this as a top 10 player list, I think he's a really good card, especially at his current price point. Insane value, but don't lock him in B&D. Moving on to the top 3, we got Dwight Freeney. This card is special. 89 speed, 91 excel, 86 block shed, 92 power move, and 79 finesse move. This is a card that if we didn't see Von Miller drop with Most Feared Part 3, he probably would have been number 1. I'm a big fan of speed off your edge, Micah Parsons being one of the best cards in the game for the Most Feared promo. But we saw Von Miller. Von Miller is basically Dwight Freeney, but just a little bit better. Now, don't get that twisted. This card is still really good, but at the end of the day, you probably want to use the version that's a little bit better. I don't hate locking in this card as a B&D. I typically don't like to lock in defense alignment, except if they're like generational. And I'm not saying Dwight Freeney's generational, but like 89 speed on your defense line, that's not going to get outdated very fast. Now, the other stats might, but like, come on, 89 speed on your D-line. Now, when it comes to abilities off the edge, I don't like to run anything. You don't need to. Dwight Freeney, though, stud. Moving on to the top 2. Now, at number 2 and number 1, we have both the offensive linemen. If you guys know me, B&D, free, locked into your team offensive lineman is always the way to go. I'm going to go with David DeCastro. We just have more guards than centers. 90 strength, 89 pass block, and 89 run blocking, 6'5", 316 pounds. It's a good card. You can lock him in. He can be your right guard probably until after the Blitz promo. So it's the smart play to do. It's not the flashy play. He does also offer up +1 break tackle, which isn't crazy, but it's, it is there. You can also toss him in at left guard if you want. Now at number 1, brand new Kevin Mawae. I know I said I was recording this before, but Legends actually dropped mid-recording, so we actually get to look at Kevin Mawae in today's game. Cool card. 6'4", 290 pound center, 90 strength, 90 run blocking, and 89 pass blocking. But it's a center. Now I know, it's not the flashy play. This is a really smart card to lock in. Not only can he play center for you, he can also play left and right guard. yeah, this card can be on your team for a minute. Also does offer up +1 block shedding to all legends, which again isn't the craziest boost in the world, but I do think it's better than a few of the other ones we have talked about today. Now, quickly going to run through the limited times. I'm just going to say it, fellas. The Legends promo has been so disappointing this year. I just don't enjoy what I'm looking at. Ray Lewis, it's not a good card. Leroy Butler is a good card, except he has like 79 man coverage. You can't use that. Drew Bledsoe, it's a Drew Bledsoe quarterback. We saw him drop today, which is cool, but like he has 74 speed. So how cool can he really be? Other LTDs, Steve Hutchinson, Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp is finally going down in price. Still not worth it. And Steve Hutchinson is a 90 overall left guard. Just go get David DeCastro for a fraction of the price. And fellas, that is everything we got this afternoon. Again, might not have a third video up tonight. I'm sorry if that's the case. If we do, hey, look at me go. But if not, I appreciate you boys. I'll get you fellas back here later tonight. But until then, peace.